live on YouTube. So guys, now I will split you into small rooms. I don't know if, okay, I will keep everybody here because we are innate people. So I think it's good to have a conversation. So okay, Kelvin's back in just a second. I will send the questions to you on chat, and we are going to discuss about. Can you see the questions? Okay, so I think I will split you. So where is the new girl? Vanessa, I will split you into small rooms, 2 rooms, but some of you will stay here with me and the other will go to the other room, and in the other room just choose a leader to make everybody comfortable and talking, and be polite with each other and have fun with the questions and with the topic. Let me see here. Okay, just a second. Okay. So you have 45 minutes to talk, but I will warn you when you need to back, okay? So have fun, enjoy this time, and I see you in some minutes. Bye-bye. But Kelvin, Ulysses, Vanessa, and William will stay here on the main room. So William, could you introduce yourself to ourselves?
I'm so sorry. May I make you some questions?
Sorry?
I just want to make you a question. Has I understood? You said that you are going to leave this classroom, right? And the question is, who will be the manager about this round table?
Here is me. I will be the manager. Okay. And in the other
But I guess
room,
you are leaving.
No, I'm not leaving. I will stay here with you. In the main room, the host is Skip, and in the other room, the other room needs to choose a leader. But here I will manage everything, okay?
Yeah, that's great. Got it.
Good. So William, could you introduce yourself?
So hello guys, my name is William. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Volta Redonda, Rio de Janeiro, but I was born and raised in Minas Gerais, in a small city in Minas Gerais. So it's not my first time here. I've been in this kind of conversation for almost 1 year, and every time when I have a free time, I like to come here to meet new people, to practice English a little bit, and the more important thing, to connect with many people and learn with you guys, share my knowledge as well, and so on. So yeah, I'm so excited to be here and speak English a little bit.
Thank you, William. I'm also from Rio de Janeiro, but in the countryside, as I said, so really good. Ulysses, and you?
Hi, my name is Ulysses. I'm 26 years old. I live here in Brasilia. I think that my goal here in Talk and Talk is to improve my English, to maybe someday feel comfortable to make an interview for a job abroad.
Good. Oh, you are in the right place. Kelvin, and you?
Well, good evening once again. As you already know, my name is Kelvin. Well, it's my first time to be here, as I told before. I'm from Angola, and I guess we have the common official language, which is the Portuguese. Well, my big purpose to be here is just to to work out my English in order to make my English better. Well, I've been joining this platform, which is a talk and talk about another language. Yeah, I guess that's all for me right now.
Good. Thank you, Calvin, to be here. And Vanessa, could you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Vanessa. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I am system analyst. I'm beginner. I'm to improve my English because the career interview. That's it.
Really good, Vanessa. And where do you live in Rio de Janeiro? In the city? In the capital?
My city is far away, Japeri.
I know. I have some friends who live in the same place.
Oh,
Thank you, Vanessa. And let's start, guys, with the questions. The first question is, what courage means for you? So, who wants to start?
I can be the first one, may I?
Good, thank you.
Well, what I understand about the courage is the opposite of the phrase, right? The fears, I mean. We have to understand that courage comes when we know exactly what we're feeling, which is fears. And courage is some energy that's coming in our inner, in order to overcome some difficult, some obstacles or some troubles. I mean, yeah, eh, yeah. I guess that's the little concept or little definition that I can give about the courage. It is absence of fears when we, understand what we are feeling and we put this energy in order to overcome the troubles.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I think there is a relation with fears, and I agree. And you, William?
Well, for me, courage is basically the ability to control your feeling and to deal with some situation that is difficult, unpleasant for you, or inexperienced. I mean, so for example, when you are taking your driving lessons and you take your driving lessons and you're going to travel in the road for the first time alone. So you need to be courageous to take the car and drive in a safe place, drive in a way that you want to, how can I say, respect the rules, something like that. And for me, you need to be courageous to be a good person, because sometimes it's not so difficult always be a good person. You need courage to be a good father or a good mother, or even to be a rich person. So to get money, but to be honesty in the honest way. And especially in this moment, you need to be courage to be a good manager, to do a good team in your company, because it's so difficult, especially in this moment, to fire so many people. So people in this moment, they needed to work, and sometimes your business wasn't so good enough because the situation, you needed to fire a lot of people, and you need to think, man, if I fire the people, I know that they have a big family, how they want to make money to raise the family, they have a lot of kids. So you need to be courageous to do that, even sometimes you don't have another choice. You need to think you and your family and your company and the family of your employers. I think courage is basically that.
I love it, your answer. And nowadays we need courage to live, right? And to be ourselves, not just about the actions, but to be someone. So really good. Thank you. Ulises, how about you?
I don't think that I have a lot to add, but I think I agree with both. I think that I can summarize that courage is like when you stand against your fears, I believe. Something like that.
Good, really good. It's a good example to how courage means. Thank you. And Vanessa.
I believe that courage is necessary skill for survival.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need courage to live, as I said, to survive, right?
Yes. Change happens all the time in our life. It's necessary courage to change.
Yeah, as the music said, we need to have courage to change, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Vanessa.
No.
So let's go to number 2. How can you measure if someone is being courageous? William?
Well, sometimes most of the people, they are nervous. Sometimes they are anxious, or sometimes they are ready to do something. For example, most of the people here, they have courage to be here and to practice their English. And most of the time, they don't have no idea what the question is, and they come here. We are comfortable. So most of the people right now must be watching us on YouTube. Probably I'm going to watch my presentation tomorrow or when finish this meeting. And yeah, so most of the time people, they are happy when someone is happy. Sometimes they have courage, because most of the people, they think courage always happen when we're going to take a risk, but most of the time you don't need to take the risk to do something that will feel courage. And there is something that is, if you have fear, go with fear as well, especially when we're going to do a job interview. You are so nervous, and most of the people say, don't be nervous and believe in yourself, take the courage that you have, you are a good person, believe in yourself, go there and do your best, you're going to pass the interview. So this kind of advice make you feel how so confident, and it's grow up your courage, you know. And most of the time we are nervous, but most of the time we are happy, you know. I think it's the good way to measure if you have courage or not.
Yeah, I love it. Ulysses, how about you? What do you think?
I think we can only measure our courage and not the other's courage, because I think that's something personal. Like, I don't think that if a guy is used to do parachute jumps, if he used it to, he's not courageous, because he uses to do something dangerous. But for someone that is doing for the first time, I think that this person is being courageous. So I think the only one that can measure is their own person.
Good point. Good point to think. Thank you for sharing. And Kelvin, what do you think? Kelvin?
It's me?
Yeah. How can you measure if someone is being courageous?
Well, just to say, it is a hard, question to say or to answer. Yeah, as one of guys said, it's something really personal. But even that, I'm gonna explain a little bit. I can measure, when someone is courage, according to his movements. It's like this. Most of the time, people have been, stopped. They get stuck because they are thinking so much about the failures. It's like, most of the people, they just like to be in his friend zones, not to do exactly or to take a risk, right? And to be out of the our friend zone and to do things that we think that we are not capable to do, then we can measure someone's courage. But to be more specifically, we can identify according to the better language.
Yeah, when someone is a courage, the one will be more confidence. The one will not look like the one get stuck, or the one is down, like thing like this. Yeah, I guess we can identify when someone's courage about his better language.
Good point as well. Yeah, it's difficult to measure if someone is being encouraged or not. But I think based on our opinion, or what if we think that is be courage, I think we can measure this. Like I really agree with this said, the point what he brought to us. But based on our experience, maybe we can say if someone is being encouraged or not. But I agree also that it's really personal. So if the person is feeling good with the action, with the step that I have, that she or he have achieved, I think it's a good sign of courage. And you, Vanessa, what do you think?
When fears are overcome. For example, now I feel courageous. I'm enabled, but I decided to try.
Yeah. Yeah, you're being courageous. And you will be proud of you in the final of this meeting, because you're changing, and you're, how can I say, you're putting yourself in another level. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, let's go to number 3. So, Ulisses, what do you wish you had the courage to do?
I think now I wish I had more courage to expose myself to like job interviews, like I say, from international posts. I think I don't have this courage yet. I try to improve my English to build that courage.
Yeah, it's a good way to have more courage. So practicing English and training the job interview. In some meetings ago, we talked about job interview, and we made a simulation of a job interview in English. So you can check on YouTube. It's really good. It's job interview, I think the name of the video, part 1 and part 2. So maybe it can help you, and really good.
I will search for it.
Okay, I will try the link here and I send. But thank you, and William.
So, well, complementing what we're talking about the job interviews, next Monday, we are going to have a meeting about, especially for those people with work with IT on TNT. Philip have asking some people that work with IT, especially tech recruiter, to teach us how you can deal in a job interview, what skills we need to, how can I say, to improve. So Ulysses, I really recommend you to go on TNT and sign up on Monday to have a meeting that most of the people, we are going to talk about the technology and especially jobs interview as well.
Good.
So yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I just found out today. So I follow Philip on Instagram and LinkedIn, and he posts this meeting that will happen on Monday, 9 p.m. Yeah.
Okay.
So about the question, well, most of the time I didn't have the courage to say no, and especially when we talk about relationship. So it's terrible when sometimes your relationship it's not going so well, and you don't have courage to take a time to talk with your girlfriend or with your boyfriend, and it's not so good, because if you let the situation just keep it doing, and sometimes it's not so good enough, so it can hurt you in the future or on the moment on your life. And when we realize that it's, how can you say, it's terrible, I think it's the fine of the circle, you know. So I wish I had the more courage to say no, and not just about the relationship, but in my professional life, sometimes we don't have courage enough when we are in a meeting in your job, and you need to give your opinion about something, to talk more with your coworkers or with your, or even with your manager. You want to give your opinion. Sometimes the company was looking for some opinion that you have, but you don't have courage to stand up and give your point of the view, you know. And I think I had missed a lot of opportunity because I didn't have the courage to give my opinion, to say something that I thought would be bad, or I don't know that they will going to agree with me. And if I didn't say nothing, probably was the bad thing in my life. So I think I wish I had more courage to say something important, to give my opinion, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it, your idea, and I agree, because sometimes we don't think we are good enough, like the imposter syndrome, I think it's like this name. And we lost some opportunities because we don't have courage to say, like, I know this, it can be wrong. I cannot be talking something like right, but I have courage to expose myself, expose my opinions. It's really interesting, important nowadays. So thanks for sharing. And Kelvin, how about you?
Well, me particularly, I extremely want to double my courage in order to understand my own limitations. You know why? Because sometimes so hard to accept, the way that we are, how our vulnerability, how our weakness. When we see something, someone is good in some place, and we look at ourselves as well, and we see that we are not capable, someone else. And this kind of comparison that should be making sometimes can hurt us, can you see? Then I guess to understand my fears, to understand my weakness, to understand, my own limitation means, yeah, I guess it's supposed to have more courage. Yeah, because I can support myself to, when I say I'm not good at something, because most of the people, they just want to be perfect, and to have the main skills, main ability, and not be inferior than others. Yeah, I guess I wish it this courage to understand my own limitations about my personality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it. I wish I had more courage to go out my comfort zone, like in some fields of my life, personality, like the place where I live. Not my career, because I changed it recently, and I'm very proud of myself to change. But in general, to go out my comfort zone, I wish I had more courage to do, and I think I'm doing great. With time, the things are better and changing with courage. And Vanessa, number 3.
I agree with Ulysses. I want to improve my English because job interview. Into my current job is multi-used English. I need to improve my listening and speaking skill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good. It's really important to talk and practice English. And nowadays it's necessary in job interviews and in the work. So congratulations everybody to be courage to be here and to talk, because it's not easy. It's not easy, but we are going to commit a lot of mistakes, but we are here and we're improving.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vanessa. Let's go to number 4. What was your last courageous action? How did you feel? Oh, I will answer this one. I will start. The last courage actions for me was the job that I have changed. So I was in an internship in another company here in my city, and then I decided to make a job interview, and I loved the company, and I changed it. But the courage action was because I was with something like almost 1 year and a half working in this place, and I decided to change a lot. Now I am working from home, so it's totally different. So I think I was very courage to change. William, and you, do you have something to
Well,
share?
yeah, so in my case, something that made me feel so courage when I had to take a shower with my baby. So I became a father some months ago, and I have a little baby in my house. Her name is Sarah, and I was alone with her like usual, taking care of her, playing with her. And I decided for the first time take a shower, and I was really nervous and afraid because when you have a little baby, you are afraid to you know to fell off the baby or something like that. And I started to play with her with some toys, and I put some songs that she really liked to listen, especially Patati Patata. And that was a comfortable moment with me. And after that, I feel so confident in myself. When my wife got at home, she was so proud of me, because sometimes she was so tired, and she needs to take care of the house, to prepare the food for the baby, and then take a shower of the baby. But for this moment, I decided to me myself to take care of my baby. And after that, almost the time I'm always take the shower of my baby, and for me it's not so difficult anymore. So I think that I put in my mind that I wasn't able to do something, even I didn't try yet. So sometimes the courage doesn't happen because we put in our mind some negative thoughts. So I didn't think that it would be a good moment with me and her, and it could be so, how can I say, so nice, so happy. And now that I know I can do it, so before I think I want to do something, I just think I will do it, and I will, how can I say, I will be able to do it perfectly. And I think for me, courage is basically that. So you don't need to think you won't be able to do something. You need to think you'll be able to do something with successful. So even in your life, in your professional life, or if with your life family, so everybody are good enough to do something with success. So for me it was that.
Good, really good. Thanks for sharing with us. I think it's really
Yeah,
special, and yeah, keep continuing doing this. It's a special moment when you share with your
yeah,
daughter, and yeah, you will remember this for the rest of your life.
yeah, that's true.
Good. And Ulysses.
Oh, I think that my last act of courage was I think that starting talk and talk, I am a very shy guy, and for me, it's not easy to expose myself and my English to others. I think that this is the
Yeah.
last one.
Really, really good. Yeah, we need to have courage to be here, and we are live on YouTube, so the other guys aren't, but we are here. Like, I don't know how many people are watching us, but congrats for the courage. Kelvin, and you?
Well, in one side, one of my biggest courage actions was to be disconnected in social medias, which means actually I don't use social media anymore. Yeah, that was so big challenge. Yeah, you already know when we don't have a lot of things to do, sometimes we have been to surf on the internet and things like this. Yeah, doing this, I prefer the time to dedicate myself in studying and to pick up my priority. Can you see? Yeah, and I can say it was my biggest courage actions to be disconnected on social medias.
Yeah, mainly nowadays that not everything, but everybody's connected. So I hope it's being good for you, like for your mental health, because sometimes social media hurts ourselves, but it's okay. Thank you for sharing. And Vanessa?
Change jobs. I worked for 10 years at the last company.
Mm-hmm.
And the last year, I decided to accept an opportunity in a new company.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God I work out.
Yeah, really good. It's a sign of courage when we change, like for 10 years, right? You are working
For 10 years.
Long time.
Yeah.
Good. Really good, Vanessa. Let me see here other question because our time is finishing. Okay, number 4. Let's continue. Number 5, I'm sorry. What is stopping you from being courageous? Kelvin.
Well, it is a radical questions, and to be honest, I can say there is nothing that stopped me to being courage. Yeah, because I do like a challenge. I do like something that troubles me. Yeah, because when I overcame some troubles, it gave me opportunity to master myself, more specifically in the area that I'm attending, right? Yeah, that's why I can say when I have dedication and when something is interest to me, I don't see nothing, that stop me from being courage. I guess I can get and I can do whatever I want. Yeah.
Really good. Good for you. It's pretty good when you have this in mind and it don't stop you to do things. Thank you for sharing. And Ulysses?
I think myself, like my insecurities and that, but I think with time I'm improving a little.
Yeah, I would say the same. What is stopping me is myself, is me, myself, and I, because it's always here in mind. So we need to change ourselves, and with time, as you said. And William?
Yeah, so I think when you have your the control of your mind with yourself, how our friend said, Kevin, so nobody can stop you. So if you feel so confident, you feel so motivated, so you can do everything that you want to make wrong, you know. I think, in my opinion, most of the time I've been so afraid to give the first step because I was afraid what other people would say about my way or my attitudes or something like that. But now I, I, I decided to just think in myself. So don't listen some negative thoughts. Sometimes when you're going to share something with other people, they don't believe in themselves and they think that you won't be able to do something that they wasn't able to do. And I stopped to share something that I'm going to do. I prefer to do something in silence and then show the result. So I think when I decided to do that, I started to have more courage in myself. Because sometimes when you tell someone something that you're going to do, you how can I say, you expect it that someone can give you some good advice, but on the other hand, they don't do that because sometimes they are so jealous of you and they say you want to do that, so it's so difficult, so don't try. But sometimes you need to believe yourself and forget what other people are going to say for you. And the more important thing, you need to be motivated every single day. So I think when you lock your mind against these negative thoughts, so you are be able to do everything, so you can get in every place that you want to do, until in a how can I say, in a height mountain, you know, you are be able to get in the top of the mountain if you believe in yourself.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing these thoughts. It's really good to think about different things and new ideas. So thank you. And Vanessa?
Enfim, I believe that the limits are what we set. Yeah, that's it.
It's number 5. What is stopping you for being courageous? What do you think? Is it stopping you to do the things?
Anything.
Anything?
Anything. I believe that the limits are what we set.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's nothing is stopping us. We just think, but there is nothing. Thank you, Vanessa. Let me see. Just one more question because I will bring the other guys back. So, William, have you the courage to change? Is the phrase of the music. Have you the courage to change?
Sorry?
Have you the courage to change? Do you have the courage to change?
Well, if I have the courage to change something?
Yeah, to change, like, yeah, something.
Well, I'm trying to change myself, especially the way that I'm dealing with my family life. So recently, me and my wife, we didn't have a good relationship, and then now I needed to stop to not be a bad man, but I needed to start to think more in my wife and my daughter. So I need to have the courage to assume that I made some mistakes. So sometimes we don't have the courage to say, no, I went something wrong. I accept that was my mistake and we will change. So, and after a long hours of conversation with my parents and especially with my wife, so I decided to change myself. you know, not just my thoughts, my attitudes, but the way that I'm going to deal with my family. So something that I wasn't so far away, it was about the church, the God, and now I decided to change my thoughts about everything around me, and it was good. It has been good. So just for a couple of months, so I can see the results. Now I'm a good person. You know, it's something that is so personally that I like to share, that I feel so good. So sometimes you don't have courage to say what you are feeling. Sometimes you think, no, you are a man. You need to be always strong, you know. But men, sometimes we have feelings. Sometimes we needed to cry. Sometimes we needed to share what we are feeling to make us to feel better. And I am so emotional guy. So after the change that I was feeling when I went to the church, so my life changed completely, and it will completely change a lot. So some years that we're going to keep doing, you know, I hope to change every single day to be a good person, you know. I hope to be the best that I wanted yesterday, for example.
Really good. I love your ideas that you have shared with us. It's really good to think in new ideas and new things. So thank you for coming today and share with us this really good thoughts. So, Ulisses, could you share with us?
I think that's a hard question because it's very subjective. But I think that I have the courage because I'm always on change. You know, I think that when I die, I will stop to change, maybe. Until then, I'm changing my way.
Yeah, that's right. And you, Vanessa?
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
Do you have the courage to change? You have the courage to change things, like to change your life, to change a job, to change yourself, like change in general. Do you have this courage?
Yes, I have courage. I think need to grow, and I need the courage for this. Yes, I have the courage.
Yeah, I just said you move it for another job, so it's a courage action.
Yes.
Good, thank you, Vanessa. And the other guys are back. So how was the conversation, Maria? Did you like it?
Yes, of course. It was really good. Talking about courage is something that can definitely make you open your mind, to think about how are you doing the things, if you are being encouraged or not. It is really motivated, I would say.
Yeah, really motivated. Thank you, Maria. Elise, how was for you?
Oh, I was muted. Was very good. I was with my kids in the second room. They are so young. But it was very nice. They are very nice guys. Was a very good conversation. I like it so much, so much.
Yeah, really good disconnection with people from different ages. So it's really good. Thank you, Elise.
Yeah,
Tainá?
it was very good.
Oh, sorry.
Hi. The conversation was amazing. We can talk about our point of views, and to talk with my colleagues, my friends, was so good.
Yeah, thanks for sharing and coming to the meeting. And let me see, João.
Yeah, it was amazing as always. Like your lessons here is amazing. So yeah, we discussed a lot about the things, so it was really good. And yeah, it was amazing. We talk about a lot about get exposed to the things and like expose yourself or be more comfortable, like for be more courage to face the problem. So we talk a lot about this, so it was amazing. Thank you for bringing this topic.
Oh, thank you for coming and to be part of this. So guys, unfortunately, we don't have more time. So I'm sending the feedback here, the link. So you can just click and send a message or just put a point there and some suggestions for other meetings. I received the feedback and I see what you want to talk. And to end the meeting, thank you all for coming today. I really enjoyed the conversation, and to the new ones, back more times. I will be here in the next class,